Hello and welcome. This is the Market Trap. I am Agam Vakil, and what an end to this week. We have seen the benchmark indices rally today, with the Nifty now inching, in fact, recovering and coming back above the mark of 10,800. Among the key gainers and the reasons why we have seen this drive in the benchmarks, Asian Paints on earnings up 5.5%, HPCL advancing 3.5%, and Vedanta and BPCL not too far behind, up around 2.5%. On the losing end was some bad news coming in from Bharti Airtel's peers, and that's the reason why you're looking at 6.3% decline there. And pharma continues to be weak, down as much as 5%, but on the whole, momentum continues to be with those which are gaining, and the picture is not very different in the broader markets either. While the advanced decline ratio on the NSE 500 remains 1:1. The momentum is with the likes of Welspun India, which is up 7.5%, Hexaware up 7%, Den Networks, as well as Dredging Corp. Well, Rain Industries, of course, reacting to its earnings. This is the reason why we have seen a decline of 17%. A lot of HNIs have a good amount of stake in Rain Industries. Idea Cellular, along with Bharti Airtel, of course, on account of Reliance Jio's plans, and Indiabulls Venture also reacting to its earnings. So, well, it's been evenly poised, but the good news, of course, is the benchmarks have advanced. But to get a better understanding of what's really going around underneath, we have Neeraj Shah joining us. Neeraj, how are you reading these variables?
Yeah, Agam, I'm guessing we both are reading it in a similar vein, to be honest. But yeah, today too, while the markets did what they did, the small caps down about 0.5%. So I fall completely wrong out here. But maybe the large caps aided by banks and certain heavyweights are doing well. But the broader market is not making money. Let's be honest about it. Yeah. A clutch of people who write to us on social media are saying that we've done this. We're losing money out here. What's to be done? I don't know if the underlying texture by and large for the market at large is like that. But today we went up on not heavy participation. The volumes are very thin. Cash market volumes were sub 4 lakh crores, or rather sub 28,000 crores. FNO volumes were sub 4 lakh crores, which is not usually the case. So today's participation was not high. If we can actually sustain this momentum on Monday, then the market is certainly pricing in no disruption on Tuesday when the election verdict is out. You'd probably read it that way. But let's wait and watch. It's difficult to say. Almost everything, Titan for example, fairly decent performance, good commentary, but the stock doing a bit of a profit booking as well. Let's see if that momentum continues. And by the way, on Monday, I'm looking forward to hearing you talk about what some of these companies which are trading northwards of 50 times. What is it that is there in the commentary for the market to reward them thus?
We will also have HUL's earnings on Monday as well, which will be another biggie.
Yeah. Yes. So interesting ones to watch out for.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Neeraj, for joining us. Of course, there you have it. We are keeping an eye on the Karnataka elections and the implications on the benchmarks. Speaking of the benchmarks, here is what our technical analysts are telling about all the levels that you can keep in mind.
So the moment markets break out of the resistance, that is 10,800, if I can take that liberty. 10,800, if it breaks out, you can expect minimum 100-150 point up move from that breakout zone. So I would be more comfortable going long above 10,800 because that's the resistance that market's been making for last few trading sessions. But yes, if I keep aside the elections this week, I would definitely be very comfortable in going long.
Maybe another 200 points left on the Bank Nifty, so 26,500 thereabouts possible on Monday. So let's see. I think it's gained some traction, momentum today, but the Nifty Bank Nifty ratios themselves, I think they are still pulling back to the decline that they did. So overall, I think it's day one, and again, as I said, we are heading into an event week. So it will be critical, and it will be critical to see as to what happens next week. I think next week you should have a verdict either side. So either the market breaks out and goes into new highs, or then starts a correction. So I think the verdict lying into next week.
Shifting focus to one of the biggest stories of the day, well, Fortis Healthcare, that's in focus today, and we have Darshan Mehta joining us about what's buzzing. What Fortis finally has a suitor.
Yeah, so that's about it at this point of time. So the Hero Burman combined has bagged Fortis at this point of time. But remember, shareholder approval and the CCI approval are still pending. So what they've decided is that they will infuse 1,800 crores into the company without any due diligence, out of which 800 crores will be infused immediately immediately post acceptance of the bid. The balance 1,000 crores will be via warrants, and both of them have been done at a substantial premium to the current market price. They believe that the warrants have an expiry date of 18 months. They believe they can convert it in the next few months so that liquidity comes in. So that's the positive. Why is this selected? The management of Fortis did indicate that there were several, contemplating between all the offers, but they felt this was the best given the fact that liquidity comes in significantly, and there is not enough dilution at this point of time. So a lot of notes that came out indicated that this bid maybe have selected given the fact that there is a management transition that will happen without any kind of big dilution or no merger. It's not a complex issue, and here I think Fortis also indicated the fact that they are sure of getting this money because there's no complex issues as of now. But nevertheless, the market's not liking what they have seen, and the stock ending down by almost 3% in trade today.
Well, thanks, Darshan, for bringing us those details. Don't forget, the story is not over. We will have plenty of updates when it comes to Fortis Healthcare. But there was another sector which was also in focus today, and that was the telecom sector. Reliance Jio continues to disrupt businesses for some of its peers, and we have Yatin Mota to talk to us about more. Yatin, Reliance Jio postpaid plan.
Yeah, postpaid plan, and clearly not that well for the peer set. So we have Reliance Jio, which has cut the postpaid plan, which is the industry standard rate to 50%, which means that Reliance Jio is now offering their postpaid plans at 199 rupees per month. Remember, the industry ARPU, or the average rental per user, was nearly 400 rupees. Postpaid users currently form 6% of total subscriber base, but have 20% of the total revenue pie. So that pie is getting disrupted because of this. If you look at the brokerage view, we have Morgan Stanley, which believes that a 10% cut in postpaid subscriber rate would impact the revenue by 1 percentage points and the consolidated EBITDA by nearly 2 percentage points for a company like Bharti Airtel. Jefferies believes that the 50% discount to comparable pack of the incumbents like Idea and Bharti will shrink the overall revenue pie of the industry because the postpaid subscriber contribute to nearly 20% of total revenues, and also a 10% cut in postpaid prices leads to a 12% EBITDA hit for Idea and a 6% EBITDA hit for Bharti. So on the profitability front, we could see some good impact coming in, and probably that is the reason why stocks like Bharti and Idea ended at the day's low. And finally, we have Deutsche Bank. They factored in a 9% decline for the industry revenue because of this particular disruption that Jio has been doing all around.
Yeah, then thanks for that. Is there more pain for guys like Bharti Airtel or Idea? Well, we just have to wait and watch. But there is yet another stock which announces earnings today, Westlife Development. It's been a very, very good quarter, and we've seen substantial growth in its top line. The most important figure, the same-store sales growth, that stands at around 25.1%, and it's the highest in the last 5 years. And a lot of this has to do with the innovation that the company has brought in terms of its products. However, the company did see profit taking today, and it hasn't fallen by as much as, well, nearly 20 points in today's geometry. This is a 1-month chart. It did move up quite substantially. At one point in time, it was trading at around 440 through the course of the month, eventually coming down and losing 10%. Now a little less than 390 rupees per share. So we'll have to just wait for the brokerage notes and see how they are assessing the earnings. But plenty of more earnings to watch out for on Monday as well. And of course, we will have plenty of cues coming in from the Karnataka election. But with that, it's a wrap on the markets. Don't go anywhere. I lost my line up, so stay tuned in the Bloomberg.